In this session we will discuss some of the skills you've got to have in order to do research work.
Before starting the work of researching, the student should develop the following skills. Learn how to organize her time. Learn how to read efficiently. Make intensive use of the information center. Learn how to find and evaluate information. Learn how to relate information to the object of study. Learn how to take notes.
To develop the above-mentioned skills, the student should fill in activities in a meeting's log. Make a glossary. Learn how to read. Learn how to take notes. Learn to underline and highlight texts. Make research topic maps. Make bibliographic source cards. Use a bibliographic style. Write with accuracy. Use statistical analysis. Manage her time. Be ethical.
Activities log. The activities log is written on a notebook without wire or in a computer file, and the student will keep at least 2 copies with the following columns. Activity date. Description of the activity. Accomplishment. Difficulties that the student had.
Meetings log with the academic advisor, date of the meeting. Topic discussed. Observations made by the academic advisor include the time spent on each activity related to the document. Signatures.
Taking notes. To read scientific papers with the purpose of producing a scientific research is not like reading a novel. One has to make several questions. Do I agree with what I am reading? The hypothesis, objectives and the method used to carry out the research are convincing? Are the results relevant? Were the results interpreted correctly?
Taking notes. The Cornell method. A letter-size sheet or a word processor document is divided into 2 columns. Left size, 6.5 centimeters. In this column, called the recall column, you write the keywords that will help you remember the concept. Right size, 15 to 20 centimeters. In this column, called the notes column, you write the notes.
The Cornell note-taking method was developed by Professor Walter Pock and it is used by university students around the world. It consists basically of 3 steps. 1. What you do before the class. 2. What you do during the class. 3. What you do after the class.
1. Before the class. Review your notes from previous lectures. Spend 5 to 15 minutes reviewing the major ideas. This way the learning method will be more active and more rehearsing will enable you to retain the information in the long haul. Write 1 or 2 questions you can ask your professor during or after the class.
2. During the class, successful students attend all their lessons and classes. Your top educational goal for the class is to learn all that you can. Sit as closer to the speaker as possible, with good lighting and few distractions. Listen actively to what the professor says and take notes. Ask questions, learn. Give positive comments on what other students say.
3. After the class, learn more about the forgetting curve. Bear in mind that you have to go back to your notes immediately after class, then highlight, underline or circle the most important concepts or key ideas. Then go back to your notes again after 1 day, 2 days and over time. Ask your professor any questions you may have before you leave the room. Write an asterisk next to the concepts that you need more information about. The day after, return to your notes and reduce them and write the keywords in the recall column. 3. After the class, you may want to put some of the information in a question format. Remember that you are learning the information from your lectures by actively working and reducing your notes. Then over time, regularly review and practice your notes. Designate specific times to review your notes each week. Regular review, recitation and practice are the most powerful ways to learn and to move information from your short-term into your long-term memory.
Underlining texts. We can do it only if the book or document is ours. Don't do it if it belongs to someone else or if it is the property of a library. Take into consideration the following: read the text at least twice. Make sure you understand all the words that you read. Check dictionaries if you don't understand a word. Underline only what is important. Use vertical or horizontal lines, question or exclamation marks, or write comments on one side of the text using a pencil.
Now it's your turn. Answer these questions. You are going to record yourself answering these questions. You are going to record the synthetic voice and your voice as if it were a conversation. You have 10 seconds to answer. Give complete answers. Give reasons. Use the 10 seconds to answer. Don't stop speaking. The file type you submit to your teacher must be MP3. If you need more than 10 seconds, stop this video and record your answer, then resume this video and continue with your recording.
You are going to practice several times answering these questions. When you think you are ready, record yourself with the speech-to-text microphone in WhatsApp in your cell phone. If it shows the words that you are saying, then your pronunciation is correct. If not, check your pronunciation. Find a voice synthesis application so that you copy and paste what you are trying to say and listen to how the words are pronounced. Then try again until you pronounce correctly. When you are able to pronounce correctly, then record the questions and your answers using your cell phone and submit it to your teacher.
1. Escucha las preguntas primero. 2. Escribe tus respuestas. 3. Practica leyendo tus respuestas con tu celular en el modo de voz a texto para que verifiques que se escriben correctamente las palabras que dices. También puedes usar otro programa de reconocimiento de voz o de dictado. 4. Cuando pronuncies bien, graba la conversación. Si pronuncias mal, no envíes tu archivo hasta que lo hagas correctamente.
Describe the Cornell note-taking method. Briefly explain the forgetting curve. Describe the activities log. Describe the meetings log. What is a glossary? What is the information you should keep as part of the literature review? This is the end of the session. See you in our next Hands on the Writing a Research Proposal Flipped Classroom session.